Welcome to our webinar on the synthesis of MBA specialisation. This represents Assessment 2, which is a group video recording. Today, Steve, Susanna and I will be discussing the not-for-profit career role of a CEO and the role description, using a SWOT analysis to determine a not-for-profit CEO's skills and traits, exploring workplace issues and scenarios, identifying professional development needs, making recommendations on how the not-for-profit CEO maintains relevant and current skills, and finally sharing our personal reflections on what we have learnt whilst producing this webinar and working together. Let's briefly look at the not-for-profit sector. According to the Productivity Commission, there are over 600,000 not-for-profit organisations. The not-for-profit sector represents over $120 billion in income in the financial year ended 2016. According to the Career Profiles article about the 20 industries where jobs are coming back, religious and not-for-profit groups are experiencing job growth. The not-for-profit sector employs over 1 million people, with over 6.1 million people volunteering to support our sector. The role description, the Institute of Company Directors Australia described the role of this not-for-profit CEO as a role that works closely with the organisation's governing body to achieve the mission and the vision of the not-for-profit. The CEO role manages the achievement of the not-for-profit strategic priorities. These may include broadening its financial base and growing the donors and/or member and/or volunteer support base. The CEO role is critical in developing and maintaining the not-for-profit sustainability, relevance, effectiveness and reputation. Responsibilities include working with the governing body to determine the not-for-profit's vision and direction, building social capital, exploiting and maintaining core competencies, sustaining an effective organisation culture, and emphasising ethical work practices. We've used a SWOT analysis to help us determine and analyse the role of the not-for-profit CEO in relation to skills and traits required. As we've limited time today, let's quickly look at a couple. From the SWOT, we can see the not-for-profit CEO will see the mission as a strength to leverage off to achieve its strategic priorities, be aware of the regulatory environment in which it operates. Compliance costs can be seen as a weakness. Consider external partners and opportunities such as mergers to cut costs. The Australian Institute of Company Directors 2016 Governance and Performance Study indicates a third of not-for-profits will be considering or are likely to consider mergers in the next 2 years. The CEO will also understand the importance of the not-for-profit's reputation and be aware of real or potential reputation threats and implement minimisation and/or avoidance strategies. Therefore, the skills for a successful not-for-profit CEO will include great communication skills with the ability to articulate the mission, be a strategic thinker, leadership skills that inspires and provides direction, stakeholder engagement to attract support to the cause, financial acumen, fundraising skills, problem-solving skills, ability to motivate teams, and the ability to deal with conflict. The traits of a successful not-for-profit CEO, we should see authenticity, that is honesty, trustworthiness, ethical behaviour, and living the values. Conviction, that is commitment to the cause, live by what you say. Compassion with empathetic behaviour. Humour, to keep a sense of perspective. Stamina and energy. Persistence and passion for the cause and the people that we're trying to help. Now, Steve, you're going to elaborate and tell us a little bit about some workplace issues and scenarios.
Hi. We'll now look at some workplace issues encountered by CEOs of not-for-profits. Leading a not-for-profit brings with it a unique range of challenges. Not-for-profits may often have limited resources, yet many of the organisational needs may be the same as the for-profit sector. A not-for-profit CEO is likely to have to engage a wider range of stakeholders who are interested in the social impact of the not-for-profit. This can bring additional challenges, including shared decision-making with the board and the need to ensure impact is clearly demonstrated. We will focus on potential issues through 2 scenarios. The first scenario is around attracting and keeping top talent. The CEO needs people who are not only passionate, but also possess the necessary skills for the organisation to grow. Providing opportunities for growth are vital for a not-for-profit, but can take extra resources to develop. Not-for-profits are often not able to provide large financial rewards. So a risk is that, having developed an individual's skills, they may then leave seeking a higher salary. CEOs also need to invest in succession planning to ensure strong continued leaderships. So what are some of the ways CEOs can attract and keep top talent? An effective recruitment process is critical to identify the right candidates. Behavioural questioning can help ensure that candidates are speaking from their own direct experience. Coaching can be effective to retain top talent. Frameworks such as the GROW model may be valuable to ensure progress in a time-efficient manner. Efficient job design is critical to ensuring each person gains a sense of satisfaction and achievement from their role, feeling that their competencies are being effectively utilised. Frameworks such as Maslow's hierarchy of needs can help leaders to structure roles to ensure all levels of needs are addressed. The second scenario is around maintaining passion and motivation. Maintaining passion is critical for not-for-profits, especially where financial rewards are less than the for-profit sector. Compassion fatigue and burnout may affect people in roles where emotions and stress factors are high. If promotion is not an option, valuable people seeking new challenges may seek this outside the organisation. A key motivating factor can be seeing the achievement of impact. However, measurement of impact can sometimes be costly. So what are some ways CEOs can maintain passion and motivation in their teams? Motivation can be maintained through achievement of goals, professional development demonstrating investment in the individual, and incentives such as pay increases or internal promotion. A meaning-oriented model of communication can ensure effective communication to maintain passion and motivation. Employee stress levels can be maintained through mentoring relationships to share insights and help develop resilience. Achievement of mission may be communicated in terms of quantitative measures, such as the number of clients worked with, or qualitative measures, such as the positive feedback on the impact that has been made in the community. I'll now hand over to Susanna, who will describe how a CEO may further develop critical skills.
So far, we've identified the essential skills and traits of a CEO. We've outlined the complexities of the sector and the rapid rate of change. Due to the competitive nature of business and limited resources, the CEO will experience ever-changing challenges. There's change ahead. The ongoing development of the CEO is critical for success, and maintaining relevancy is also essential. The CEO must embrace learning opportunities, must lead by example, and must model the desire to learn. This will build a learning culture. It is important that CEOs have a development plan to keep abreast with sector developments, industry trends, and best practice, and to keep the passion alive. The CEO should have a development plan that links to the achievement of company goals. I'll now outline a CEO development plan, which is a blend of learning methods. This plan considers limited financial resources in an environment where maximising competitive advantage is essential. Professional membership. Memberships can help to keep abreast with legislative change. Firstly, identify the most relevant body to join. For example, the Australian Institute of Company Directors provides training in governance and leadership, and also provides access to educational resources which will be helpful for the leadership team. Professional networking groups. LinkedIn is an excellent source of information and is a platform for developing networks with like-minded leaders. Conferences. A challenge is prioritising the most relevant conferences to invest in. An excellent annual conference that highlights innovation in the sector and helps to keep the passion ignited is the annual Third Sector Conference. Podcasts. Podcasts are a source of professional development, and tuning into a podcast series can be an excellent use of time. One series relevant to the sector is a Good Life project. As you listen to a wide range of podcasts, you'll identify materials and resources that are relevant to members of your team. Finally, excellent professional development can occur through collaboration. Develop a formal network with other CEOs in the not-for-profit sector. This will be valuable for information sharing, resources, and the challenges of the role. With limited resources for seminars and conferences, CEO collaboration is highly beneficial. A robust development plan will have flow-on benefits, particularly as the CEO shares the learnings and passes on resources. Good leaders will invest in their own development, but great leaders will identify opportunities to develop others. The CEO development plan that I've outlined provides a range of opportunities for the CEO to develop skills necessary for success. Our reflections. Producing this webinar has been a positive example of collaboration. Steve.
We've covered a wide range of content.
And Michelle.
We've mastered the technology. Thank you so much for joining our webinar today.